talk about the rainfall today. Not prolific, but, you know, third of an inch, couple of tenths of an inch. Most places falling between about a quarter and a third of an inch, and it's all done now. It has finally ended on Nantucket as well. Maybe still a couple of lonely raindrops from there to Chatham, but it is on the way out. Notice city cams getting a little shaky again because the winds are gusty in Boston. In fact, they're steady now at 21 miles an hour, 46 degrees. It's kind of a rush of cooler air that's coming in, and that is going to be the trend for the next couple of days and especially nights. Cool temperatures, and if you live along the shoreline, all the afternoons right on through Saturday are going to be quite cool because the breeze will constantly shift off the ocean, coming from the ocean, and the ocean is cool at this time of the year, only 43 degrees for the ocean water temperature. Well, right now the air temperature is in the 30s and 40s across our region, and you can see how cool it is across the Great Lakes. That's kind of where our air is coming from. So that's why we're going to have a cooler than average pattern through the week. But we do have a moderation in temperature right on the weekend. That's kind of nice. Now, overnight, as I said, temperatures will be dropping to freezing or below in some of our suburbs where the winds do become very light. Along the coast in Boston, upper 30s or so, and about 40 down on Cape Cod. There is the last of the rain. Also the last of the clouds around the Cape Cod Canal, nice and clear over most of our area, and really mainly clear over a pretty large expanse of territory. That's high pressure, large one in control, and it is going to stay in control as it moves near us, kind of stays around or just north of us. Now, there is going to be a storm developing offshore in a couple of days, and what it will do is, we're not going to get any rain from it or anything like that, but between the high pressure area and the storm, it will set up a northeasterly wind that could get gusty for about a 24 to 36 hour period around the Cape and the islands. That's going to happen somewhere around the Thursday night, Friday time period, something like that. So we'll let you know more about that. But I don't see any precipitation from that. Tomorrow gets into the 50s away from the shoreline everywhere like Lowell, but Rockport only 48 because in the afternoon, wind switches to the northeast. That brings in the cooler ocean air. Mid-50s on average for Worcester County, about a 55 or so for Brockton. But when you go from Duxbury to Plymouth to Wareham, right on the water, only about 49. And the Cape should be between 45 and 50 degrees tomorrow. All right, here's a look at the next 7 days. Lots of sun in these days. That's the good news. I want to mention what I was talking about with regard to that cooler jet stream that'll be with us. That's why we're below average. But we get a flip in the jet stream for Saturday and especially Sunday, and warmer air comes in at that particular time. And that storm that I was talking about, it will be developing offshore, and it will enhance that wind flow here, but the moisture from it does stay offshore. One other very important thing, the marathon. Now, I'm putting a 72 up there, but I've got to qualify that. I think the day starts out warm. But before that day is out, that front is going to come down from Maine, and the wind, which may start out west, is going to switch to the northeast and come ripping in off the ocean, and that could drop the temperature very dramatically. The question is, when does that happen? Is it going to be in the morning, the afternoon, or the evening? Obviously, it makes a big, big difference when that happens, so that's one thing that we'll be following very, very closely, the timing of the change from very mild weather to much, much cooler weather, because it could be very, very abrupt with gusty winds as well.